So the Oscars happened. Now, disclaimer, I didn't watch the Oscars. I was not able to find time to watch it the day that it aired or even afterwards. I believe I recorded it. I can't remember, but I just simply could not find the time to watch it among the other things that I was doing this week and, working a job and everything else. But I did go through what the nominees were and who won, who came out the winner. I'm going to go back sometime probably this weekend and look over like the aspects of it, like the speeches and stuff, and just watch it. But I just simply could not find time to sit down and watch different aspects of it and everything. But without any further ado, here's my reaction. So these are not in order. Not in order at all. These are just where I pick them up where I found them. So Best Costume Design went to Black Panther, which I believe that was kind of like one of the picks that I had to win that. Best Supporting Female Actress, Regina King. I believe I didn't have Regina King in my scope. I think I had Emma Thompson. I forgot who else I picked. I'm doing this off the whim, so forgive me. But I know I didn't pick Regina King. I wasn't taken to by her, her performance in the movie, but that's not taking away the fact that she did do good in the movie. But obviously she was taken by a lot of people, so yeah, she won, so congratulations to her. Best Director, Alfonso Cuarón, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, for Roma. Best Supporting Male Actor, Mahershala Ali, which I thought, he was going to win, Green Book was a movie that I was just bragging to anybody about. That was a great movie. So if it won every single category that it was in, it would have made me happy. The one was a no-brainer. Best Animated Film, of course. Of course. I said without just without no doubts in my mind that Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse is going to win that. And it did. Because that simply, hands down, was the best animated film last year. I don't care how much you love Incredibles 2. I don't care how much you love Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse was the best one that came out last year. So, yeah. Best Actress, Olivia Colman for The Favorite. Wasn't my pick, but, hey, congratulations to her. It was a decent movie. I enjoyed it. So I could see her winning. Best Actor, Rami Malek, yes. If anybody didn't come out of Bohemian Rhapsody with anything else, but I feel like they would have came out with Rami Malek as a great actor. Like, he killed the role. You may not have liked the way they written, the way that they have written, what's his name, Freddie Mercury, just for this film, and just changing around certain things, but you cannot deny that Rami Malek is a great actor, and I can literally see him for being picked and just being called up for a lot of roles, maybe similar to this, or just being in other movies after this film. Him and Mahershala Ali is one of those actors that, after you just crush it, you're going to get a lot of phone calls. Hey, be in this movie, and all this stuff. So I literally can see that. So best cinematography went for Roma. Of course, I still have not gotten around to watching Roma. I will eventually watch it. I haven't got the time around, but even just the introduction to when, the movie first starts, you can tell this looks gorgeous. So that was just hands down. Live action short, Skin, haven't seen it. Best foreign language film, Roma. Best sound editing, Bohemian Rhapsody, and best sound mixing. Well, best editing and best sound mixing both went to Bohemian Rhapsody, which, I'm down with it. Best production design, Black Panther, yes. Best original screenplay, Green Book. Best documentary, Free Solo. And Free Solo, that was one that I actually was kind of interested in seeing. I get, when I go get tickets online, I usually get it off of Adam, and that's my go-to. Sometimes I may have to get it off of Fandango for a certain reason, because Adam don't, certain theaters that are within driving length of me, whatever, Adam don't support those theaters. So I'm going to have to go to, Fandango. I mean, I could go to the actual site of the theater and buy the ticket off of there, but I just go to Fandango, and Fandango supports that theater, so whatever. But in any case, Adam had the advertisement on it when you first go on it with free solo. And I was like, man, I might go check it out, whatever. And I never did. And I'm not kicking myself in the butt for not going to go see it, but I wish that I had that found time to go see it. But, days is long, and there are not enough hours in the day to, work, sleep, and then, get the accurate amount of sleep to where you wake up refreshed, rejuvenated, replenished, and all that stuff, and able to just do what you need to do or what you want to do. And that's all the case it is. Best animated short, Bayo, which I didn't realize that I've seen it, but this is I believe this was the short that showed in front of The Incredibles 2, but I didn't realize that I saw it. So, I mean, I didn't know the name of it, but okay, yeah. Hats off to that. Best documentary short, period, end of sentence, never seen it. Best adapted screenplay, Black Klansman. Hey, first Oscar going to, what's his name? Spike Lee. Hell, hats off to you. Best song, Shallow, from Star is Born. I kind of figured that was going to get it. And the most important, well, all of them are important. But the one that everybody was looking for, one of the big ones that everybody was looking for, was Best Picture. And my pick for Green Book won. I know a lot of people, even people that I work with, were talking about how they wanted Black Panther to win. Even this one guy I work with was like, he wanted Black Panther to win and all this stuff. And I told him that, like, I don't think it was going to win. And he looked at me kind of like crazy. And that was just kind of like a thing that I've had with Black Panther. I don't know if I believe I said it on the podcast. I know I've said it to other people, but with the whole Black Panther thing, I just didn't want people blowing Black Panther up. If it was a trash movie, and this was before it came out, if it was a trash movie, I get the cultural significance, being black and everything else. But if it's a trash movie, it's a trash movie, Don't make it seem better than what it was. Thankfully, that this movie, Black Panther, was incredible. I seen it again when they brought it back into theaters. And, you could just go up in there and watch it for free. You just had to sign your name on a piece of paper, blah, blah. It was still incredible. Like, that movie is like, just, man, what Ryan Coogler did with that movie was just awesome. But getting back on to subject, he looked at me crazy. And that was just my thing. Is like, a lot of people want Black Panther to win. I get that. You want your favorite movie to win and everything else. But the reason why for so many years I've never cared for the Oscars, and it wasn't just because I've watched it and I just didn't like what they were doing. It's just because I've never seen enough movies, or the movies that were being picked to being nominated. I haven't seen all of them. So there really was no point of watching the Oscars if, The Wall That Never Speaks won Best Picture. And I've never seen it or never heard of it, never had any interest in seeing it. There was really no point. So I never was able to give a valid, opinion or valid, pick for what movie I would want to win Best, Picture or any of the categories. And when he looked at me weird, my question to him was, did you see any other movies? Because like a lot of people would say, like, I want Black Panther to win, but have you seen any of the other movies? I seen every single film in the Best Picture category except for Roma. So I can give a valid opinion on, what movie I feel should win and what movie I want, to win, And it was like, that's what I was just trying to like tell him. It's like, man, like, I know you want Black Panther to win, but if you haven't seen any of the other films, then you really don't have a valid pick. I mean, you can always pick. I mean, you're free to do it. But if you're not comparing it to the other films legitimately, I feel like you should have no say in it. I mean, it's just, that's just what it is. But yeah, Green Book was a movie that I was curious in seeing, because I've been seeing a lot of movies, even movies that I probably would never been interested in otherwise or whatever. I just go in to see it, and I've been surprised by a lot of films. Came out of it, not really expecting too much because it's not a movie that was in my wheelhouse of where I was like, I'm really, really like excited to see it. And I ended up coming out of it, and I'm like, man, this was actually a great film. And Green Book was like one of those films. And yeah, I'm glad that it won. It needed to win. It deserved to win because that to me was the better film out of the whole category. So to each his own. To each his own. So let's go ahead and jump up out of there.